Hey guys, welcome back to another video. The famous ship mod maker, the Admiral, is back and his work is better than ever. As you can see here, we are looking at the Admiral Kasatonov, the second ship in the Admiral Gorshkov class of frigates that is currently being built for the Russian Navy. Admiral Kasatonov was commissioned in 2020, so she's a very, very recent ship, and definitely one of the most modern, if not the most modern ship in the Russian Navy to date. She displaces about 4,500 tons, and she's about 442 feet long, with a beam of 52.5 feet and a draft of 14.8 feet. She has 2 gas turbines for cruising and another 2 for boosting her to her top speed of 29.5 knots. She has a range of about 4,000 nautical miles and a complement of 210 crew. The ship as it is modeled here in DCS is, I think, the Admiral's best work so far. I mean, look at those vertical launch cells, that 130 millimeter gun turret, even the anchor chains are modeled. Look at that. And then this radar mast up here is really, really nice too, and it kind of looks like it has a Russianized version of the Aegis Combat System Spy 1 radars on it. You can see those 4 phased array radar, flat plate, darker areas on the sides of this mast. I suspect those are actually fire control radars for the missiles that this thing carries, the surface-to-air missiles, because this thing actually carries the same medium-range missile that is used in the S-400 battery, as well as the S-350 medium-range missile system. And she's actually launching those missiles right now, because I'm going to throw a ton of stuff at this ship. As a matter of fact, I already have. Let's just take a look at it. I've got 4 F-18C Hornets, each loaded with 4 harpoons that should attack her. 4 B-52H Stratofortress bombers, each loaded with 8 harpoon missiles. 8 F-16C Vipers, each loaded with 4 AGM-88 Harms to attack her, and 2 P-8 Poisonons to attack her as well, each with 4 AGM-84 harpoons in addition. But that's not all. I also have a Los Angeles class submarine and a Ticonderoga class cruiser, which is already starting to light off her armament here. Right? She's already got missiles in the air. Let's actually take a look at what all is coming in at this ship. I hit the wrong button, F11 instead of F10. But, okay, so the Kasatonov was actually apparently firing those missiles at the B-52s, and it looks like we had one of them connect, 2 of them connect. Those 9M, 96M missiles don't seem to have that much of a warhead, because now 3 of those B-52s have taken hits for sure, and they're still okay, more or less. Yeah, there's a bunch of harpoons coming from this Ticonderoga. We've got some coming from, we've got 4 or 5 of them coming out from the P-8s. I've got, looks like 3 of them coming out from the Hornets over there. Actually, there's 8 Hornets. I'm sorry, not 4. So, oh, and there's also 32, I believe, Harms. And those alone, I think, are going to use up most of that missile battery. Yeah, I mean, look at that. The Palash close-in weapon system on the port side here is really getting into action with its missiles. It's a combination missile and gun system. Wow, look at those guns firing. let's go back to the F-10 view. And, oh, wow. I don't think the frigate is going to make it through all those... oh, bang! Bang! Wow. Oof. Those missiles are exploding over the frigate. She's still firing her surface-to-air missiles, but wow. And look at the damage model, too. I mean, this is incredible. I haven't yet seen a damage model quite like this. Certainly not on the... I believe the last ship I reviewed that was made by the Admiral was the his Nox-class frigate mod, and that thing didn't really have a damage model to speak of, but just this kind of damage modeling is really, really nice to see. I mean, there's shrapnel holes all over this thing now, and all of the harpoons are done, and I'm not totally sure what's going on here, why she's not shooting at the F-16s. They're a lot closer than the B-52s ever were, but the B-52s have got some harpoons out. There's some more harpoons coming from the Ticonderoga. I believe she fired all of hers. Well, no, she fired 4. There's 2 more out from these Hornets up here. Or one of these groups of Hornets, I'm not sure which one. And then we've got some more harpoons coming out as well from these P-8s over here. Interestingly enough, the Los Angeles has done absolutely nothing this entire time. But let's have another look at the ship. So I'm really impressed with this and these. Oh. Now our surface-to-air missiles are lighting off again. So this ship, as you can see here, her vertical launch systems, her forward ones, carry the medium-range version of the S-400 missile, the 9M96M. And look at those doors opening and closing. That is incredible. These 2 sets of 8 in the back here do not carry surface-to-air missiles. These are actually deeper launchers that carry a couple of different types of either land attack or anti-ship missiles, depending on what's needed. And those are both directly aft of the ship's 130mm fully automatic gun. I believe it's fully automatic anyway. Okay, so the starboard Palash is getting in on it. I think the Palash may use a similar missile to the Tunguska, but I'm not sure. I believe the Palash is actually laser guided. Let's just have a look at. Ooh. Okay, well, they nail all of those incoming harpoons. So now, wow, this ship has got some serious firepower. It nailed all of the, well, not all, but most of the incoming harms. It nailed, so far, all of the harpoon missiles that were launched on it, and we've got more of them coming out from this Ticonderoga here. So, yeah, I think she fired her first 4, and then she's going to fire her last 4 now. Yeah, there we go. I'll be interested to see if the Kasatonov actually starts shooting at the Ticonderoga or not. But so far, she hasn't shot at anything except missiles and those B-52s, even though the F-16s basically blew right over her. So that's kind of interesting. All this stuff right here, wow, look at this. Now, DCS doesn't model splash damage very well. I suspect that at least one of these Palashes probably would be out of commission with all of these explosions around here. And probably her main radars on the mast, too, from those harms, but I'm not sure. She even has what appear to be a pair of machine guns or something like that you can just see here on her forward superstructure behind the bridge, one on each side, and those were going off as well earlier. I don't know why they were shooting at missiles, because that's literally all there was for them to shoot at, but that's kind of interesting. Given that she is intended to operate KA-27s, her helipad is about the right size, definitely not too big for only one KA-27. Okay, so that Palash on the starboard side is lighting off. I wonder how many missiles it has left. Okay, well that nailed one of those. Let's see here. Okay, so there's 3 harpoons. Oh. Wow, look at that. The Palash is pretty effective, to say the least. I think that got them all. It did. So I'm going to speed up time a little bit, and we'll come back to this when we've got more of these harpoons coming in. I believe we've got some more from these F-18s up here. Yeah, we've got 3 more coming in here from the Hornets. That had to be where they were coming from. And then we've got some coming in from the... Alright. Okay, now we've got it down to normal time. Let's go back to view we're looking for here. Okay. Yeah, you saw that that machine gun right there, or whatever it is. Woo! The firing angles on those Palash Sea Whizzes are just insane. Oh, but it may not be good enough. Oof! That was a hit. That was a harpoon hit for sure. Here comes another one. Oof. Yeah, that had to hurt. I'm kind of surprised I'm not seeing a bit more chunk damage here, but we are getting some bigger holes in these. Oof! Yeah, she's done. Yeah, she's gone. She's off the map now. But it took all of that to sink this ship. And I know what you're thinking. Well, yeah, you overwhelmed the ship's defenses, Spino. Well, yeah, that's what you have to do. And I've run this simulation quite a few times with half as many F-16s and Hornets, and without the Ticonderoga and the submarine. And I had to add those in at various stages because it just wasn't enough. 4 Hornets, 4 F-16s, 4 B-52s, and 2 P-8s were not enough to phase this ship at all. But I really, really like this ship. This is definitely... Oof. Was that another hit? I don't know, but anyway, I think since this ship is kind of a contemporary of the Constellation class frigates that the U.S. Navy is working on building, I think maybe it would be a good idea to do a fight between these two ship types. And other than that, that's all I have, except that this is, of course, a really fantastic ship mod, even if the one I've got right now is sinking. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.